What's up, guys? Timothy Harper here from Temple of Games, here to discuss the top 10 games that I'm thinking will come to the Nintendo Switch on the GameCube Virtual Console. Now, this is if GameCube is going to be part of Virtual Console. With Nintendo's recent interview, I think it will be. They're teasing it. Fans want it. There's rumors going around the GameCube Virtual Console will be there. Expect this by E3 or a Direct sooner or later. So it made me think, what GameCube games do I expect to see on the Switch within the first year? And these 10 games I think have the most potential to be on GameCube Virtual Console. These are fan favorites. The games have not been around for a long time, and there's evidence to show that some of these games would be on this list. Fans want it. The fans love GameCube. I love GameCube. I had so many good memories with the GameCube. A lot of these games I still own as a GameCube game. So I cannot wait to see what Nintendo gives for Virtual Console. So let's start with my number 10, and that would be any of the 4 Mario Party games on the Nintendo GameCube. All 4 of these games are great. I do know a lot of people consider these to be the best in the series. And how can you choose one out of the 4? It's crazy. So I think they'll either put all 4 out or they'll just put 1 out. But I don't know which one they would start with. I'm assuming they start with 4. But that's I like 7 the most, 7 and 6. But that's my personal choice. I know these games are beloved by many, and especially if there's a rumor of added online capabilities. For Virtual Console games like the NES and SNES, as they're talking about. Imagine if GameCube has online functionality with these games. The Mario Party Online, it might bring some Mario Party camps and communities against one another. The next one, Beyond Good and Evil. Yes, Beyond Good and Evil was a GameCube game back in the heydays of the GameCube. And it has not been on any console since, and there has been no sequel. Now, there are rumors going around right now that there will be a sequel to Beyond Good and Evil. The information coming out is very vague. They don't know if it's a reboot, it's a sequel, it's a spiritual successor. No one really knows this, but it is confirmed that there is something with Beyond Good and Evil coming out soon. And the rumor has it will be a Switch exclusive for the first 12 months. So why not put Beyond Good and Evil on the Virtual Console to get people familiarized with that series again? Because it has been almost 10-15 years since Beyond Good and Evil was a big thing. And people love this game. People have been dying for the sequel. Expect it. I can see this has to be a Virtual Console game. Next up, number 8. Eternal Darkness, Sanity's Requiem. This was a classic on the GameCube. It was the most unconventional Nintendo game I have ever seen in my life. They went horror. Nintendo never does horror. It played with a lot of different features of the GameCube. It would mess up on you. It really affected you psychologically, and there hasn't been anything with it since. Now, do I think we'll ever get a sequel? Maybe. But for right now, Virtual Console is the thing for it to be on. Look at it. I believe they tried to trademark it and do some different stuff with that title. So it's possible they would put it on Virtual Console, or it's also possible they're making a sequel or a reboot. But I think it needs to be on Virtual Console to give people that experience again and how crazy this can actually be. So I'm super excited to see it. I hope it makes a stance. But again, we'll have to wait and find out. If you haven't played this game, go pick it up. It's a great game if you can find it. It's a very rare game to find nowadays. Which is why I think it needs to be on Virtual Console. Think of that. Game games are rare to find in general nowadays, since many people keep them because there is no Virtual Console for GameCube. It's the only console that hasn't had any sort of support on Virtual Console. And the Wii for that matter, but we'll see how that goes. Next up, number 7. Paper Mario and the ThousandYear Door. This is the most beloved entry in the Paper Mario series. It is considered to be the best Paper Mario game ever. It beats out the original, and it beats out Color Splash and Super Paper Mario. So people loved it. People love the characters. It's a great franchise. It would be great to see if they put the original Paper Mario on the Virtual Console with the N64. I'm assuming they'll do the same thing with the GameCube Virtual Console, and it needs to be sooner rather than later. So expect Paper Mario: A Thousand Year Door on GameCube Virtual Console. Up next, number 6, Pikmin. Yes, Pikmin, the sleeper hit of the GameCube. Nobody saw this coming. The newest IP for the longest time that Nintendo did, and it was a it wasn't a big hit on the GameCube. I never played it. I never even touched a Pikmin game, but a lot of people have been, since the second and third one, people have been really wanting to go back to the original Pikmin, but it's so hard to find nowadays for the Nintendo GameCube that you might as well wait until Virtual Console, which is why this game needs to be on the Virtual Console for people to expose this series again. And as there's rumors of being a 4th Pikmin coming, there's rumor has it just be a reboot. So it'll be interesting to see if they put this on Virtual Console. I think they should. That's just, it makes sense to me to put this on Virtual Console. Number 5, another unique title for the GameCube, Luigi's Mansion. Yes, Luigi's Mansion started on the Nintendo GameCube and was a launch title for the Nintendo GameCube, and it was one of the most beloved games of the Nintendo GameCube. Luigi finally gets his heyday, and it is just an amazing game. I played it all the time. It's a very short game, not very long. It just suits that Halloween-themed games. It was quite different than what Nintendo was used to. It was very surprising they didn't start with a Mario game, but Luigi got his heyday and his own series for a change, and it worked. And people loved Luigi's Mansion. People had some mixed reactions for Luigi's Mansion 2, Dark Moon. If there is going to be Luigi's Mansion 3, I want to see this gets on Virtual Console to go back to its roots so people can play it and understand it more. Number 4, a very great multiplayer game that everyone wants to see on Nintendo GameCube, and that's the Mario Kart Double Dash. One of the most different Mario Kart games ever is when you have 2 characters on one kart, throwing, going crazy. I remember this game played with my brother. It was a chaotic, fun time, especially in Baby Park. I didn't like what they do with Baby Park and Mario Kart 8, just didn't seem as chaotic, but this one was a perfect addition to Mario Kart. People have been wanting this to come back, so instead of making an HD remake or next series to be somewhat similar, just bring us to Virtual Console with Mario Kart Double Dash and add online to it, and it would be amazing. People would love this. So Nintendo, get on Mario Kart Double Dash for GameCube Virtual Console. Now top 3 can go either way. You can interchange it, but this is what I think would most likely happen. Number 3, Metroid Prime. Metroid Prime re-energized the Metroid series, brought Samus to the forefront, and changed Metroid from 2D to first person. It was the big jump, and everyone was quite surprised, and the story was great, the graphics were great, the gameplay was even good. I'm not a big Metroid fan, but I understand that the fan base wants Metroid all the time. They really didn't do well with the last 2 editions, with Metroid Other M and Metroid Federation Force. It would be nice to go show a little love to Metroid if they're not bringing a new Metroid game for a little while. Bring back Metroid Prime, the first one, and then you can bring back the sequel later for GameCube Virtual Console. Just start Metroid Prime, start where it all began, and make that damn Metroid 4 game for Metroid Prime. I want a Metroid Prime game if they're going to make it another Metroid, because I think that was the best in the series, in my opinion. Number 2, you can't have a game for Virtual Console without a Mario game, so Super Mario Sunshine. This is by far my favorite Super Mario game, 3D Mario, ever, and that's Super Mario Sunshine. It took Mario and changed it a little bit, took aspects from 64. I love 64, but Sunshine to me was always the game I could always play anytime. The gameplay was solid. The story was interesting take. Lots of levels to play. It was a really fun summer type game. I loved it. It was a little rushed. You could tell by the end of the game it was a really rushed, but so many fun memories with this game. A lot of people love this game, and I always loved it as a child playing it. And Mario's never had something similar done to him, especially with the release of Odyssey coming out in the fall and the holiday. I could see this becoming a holiday title, let's say in around October, September area, or even a summer title for GameCube Virtual Console to bring some of that summertime feelings back. Because everyone goes on vacation in the summertime. So can Mario. He can go on vacation before his trip into New Donk City. So I hope they release this. That's my number 2 pick. And for my number 1, You all may have guessed this, but this game is the most popular game on the GameCube. It was the biggest hit on the GameCube, and that's Super Smash Bros. Melee. It's really where the series, to me, took off from becoming like a B rated, a B tier, a second tier Nintendo series to a AAA title. And ever since then, people have played this game. It's still played at EVO. It's basically the Evolution Championship. It's basically a fighting championship if you don't know. And it's still played there, including the most recent Super Smash Bros. Super Smash Bros. 4 for Wii U and 3DS. That shows something, that there's a crowd for this game. And it's very hard to play because you have to play on their GameCubes. And the GameCube controllers are going out. This console is coming up almost 20 years now. Or 10 to 20 years, depending on... I'm sorry, 10 years, not 20 years. I do apologize. 10 years. I'm thinking about the N64. That's coming up in 20 years anniversary. So, a lot of the GameCubes and GameCube technology is starting to wear and tear now. And people want this game. People want... no, wait, I lied. 20 years. It's almost 20 years now. Jesus, I'm old. But... people want Super Smash Bros. Melee. Great character selection, biggest roster of that time. It was unheard of. The cinematics were great. The single player was great. They need to get this game. That needs to be a day one Nintendo GameCube Virtual Console. It also helps expand the Super Smash Bros. Series. That way, if they do a port of Super Smash Bros. For Wii U, which I think they are, it gives some time to play this and Super Smash Bros. 4 until the next Smash 5, which will be years down the road, almost a decade. I don't think we'll expect Smash 5 for a long time. So this will probably wet some palates for now and calm people down expecting the next Smash. So this is my top 10 for GameCube Virtual Console that I expect to be on it by the end, about this time next year. These 10 games will be on, or 14 depending if they add or 13 I should say, if they add all the Mario Party games. I'm excited for if they do Nintendo Virtual Console. I'm expecting it to be announced at E3 this year. That would be a big surprise, a big announcement would be E3, especially with the fans there this year. Nintendo, you announce this at E3, you'll be good to go with, say, the top 3 games I listed. But what do you guys think about Nintendo Virtual Console? Do you think they'll add the GameCube section of Nintendo Virtual Console? When do you think it will be announced? And what games do you want on Nintendo Virtual Console? Do you agree with my top 10? Or do you disagree with my top 10? And what games do you not see coming to the Nintendo GameCube? Leave a comment below or tweet me at Temple of Games on Twitter. And as always, guys, like this video and subscribe. And have a good day.